Hey there, welcome back to ICBM Escalation. We are moving on to the Havana-Miami hotline. This is the Cuban Missile Crisis 1962, and as opposed to last time, I'm going to be playing as the Soviet Union. So let's see what we can do. This time around I'm going to go with a bunch of air power. I know that naval is typically the way to go, but it's a route that I've used quite a few times. So what I'm going to do this time around is try and go for a bit more air power. That, for now, is going to be, well, a little bit out of my reach. At least I can get second-gen aircraft and longer-range bombers and AWACS. But that leaves me with just 65 points. So maybe some SAM sites of my own, and I guess that'll be it. Okay, here we are. The balance of power between the US and the Soviet Union is becoming skewed as the US arms its NATO allies with nuclear weapons and repeatedly threatens the communist government in Cuba. After a failed attempt at invasion at Bay of Pigs a year earlier, it's clear that the Soviet Union will give Cuba greater support to keep the Americans from meddling in its affairs, while also strengthening the Soviet strategic position. A plan has been devised to put diplomatic pressure on the US by covertly diverting nuclear weapons and reinforcements to Cuba, but transiting to Cuba unscathed and repelling any American response will be a huge challenge to overcome. Okay, I need to have 3 missile launchers in Cuba when the timer expires. I need to prevent the US from invading and capturing Cuba. I guess that's where the Air Force is going to come in. I need to avoid more than 3 million Cuban and Soviet casualties. Right. I need to have a combat engineer in Cuba when the time expires. I need to defeat the naval group led by the Essex. And I need to prevent the US from ever landing armies in Cuban soil. Okay. First, let's deploy the research center. Somewhere near Moscow, I guess. Is this... Yeah, this is Intel, I think. Yeah, this is Intel. Okay, so what I need to do is start shipping these things over, because I think that this is an ally, and I cannot build on their shores. So in order to get stuff over, I'm going to have to ship it over, which kind of defeats the whole plan that I had to go with airborne. Oh well. You're the Randolph. I guess we're gonna have to go submarining again. So, yeah. That was it for the... for the plan of the aircraft. So far, my nuclear submarines have done fairly well, especially in the last scenario. The SSGN might be useful, because with it, I can strike a bit better at longer range targets, longer ashore, that is. So let's go with the SSGN. And then for construction... yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna go with a few submarines. Because they just work. I wouldn't be surprised if the B-36 and the B-4 together could fairly swiftly sink this whole task force. Let's go to work on that. Over to the right. We have our forces of combat engineers. We got lots of army divisions. We have some supply ships, landing ships, AA gun sites, shortwave radar vehicles, and a couple of coastal missile batteries. Those are the ones that I need to get over, I think. Because I don't have mobile missile launchers. Yeah, so we'll start shipping things across. How many landing ships do I get? 1, 2, 2. Okay, and these landing ships can hold 4 units. We're going to go with these 2 guys on this ship. We're going to send a combat engineers and an army division. Army division there. These combat engineers are loaded out to the gills with ballistic missile sites and forward operating bases and radar sites. Oh, here. That's what I need to ship across. Okay, got it. So you guys are going to board that. And over here, we're going to send combat engineers to go board the landing ship, army division, army division. Only 1 landing ship there. That's unfortunate. We do have a second one here. So let's say 2 coastal sites and 2 AA gun sites. Board that landing ship. Off you go. Alright. The Kremlin is ready to bring Cuba under our nuclear umbrella. Elements of the Northern and Baltic fleets are on standby, and we have men and equipment ready to ship out. There's limited space, so we have to decide which units to send first. Once we arrive in Cuba, we can expect the Americans to try and intervene, so plan carefully. They don't know what we're planning yet, so keep them from finding our landing ships for as long as you can. Understood. Do I have an ally? I do. Let's give them our tech. including nuclear weapons. What could possibly go wrong? I'm sure Cuba will handle those perfectly responsibly. Here you go. Tech, intel, off you go. Right. So first we're going to be building submarines. My timer is 40 minutes. I can definitely get some work done in 40 minutes. The real question is, how long is it going to take for my ships to get there? And I think it'll take longer than I'd like. Much longer than I'd probably like. Can I actually expedite my ships? There used to be a tech for that, but I think that's no longer the case. I can just improve these things. Increase the speed, survivability, and fire rates of surface ships. Let's queue that up as well. That'll take me a full 16 minutes to complete. Okay, so this landing ship is ready to go. This landing ship is ready to go. And you guys are also ready to go. Alright then. I'm thinking of just sending one enormous formation along. Just everybody in one go, because that will make it very, very, very difficult for the enemy to sink all the ships or to penetrate the whole formation. Not impossible, but definitely more difficult. Let's have all the subs link up here. The problem with building things is that I have really very little area where I can actually go ahead and build them. Or rather deploy them. Because I'm going to have to come out of the Baltics. Go. I can also get some additional landing ships. Yeah, let's do that. Give me 3 more landing ships so I can start packing everything here up. And these boys start heading down south. We'll need a lot of landing ships for that. Hello. Can I sink you? Are we at war? No, we're neutral. The Americans have caught our plan. Oh, crap. And they've now have the order to attack on site. Cuba's our bargaining chip. We have to make sure those missile launchers arrive. You're authorized to engage Americans, but do not attack the American mainland. That is understood. Okay, let's go sink a carrier. Yeah, I can engage destroyers from beyond their range. Excellent. Excellent. That's one. Spread out. We need to find that CV. Go. Destroyer's been neutralized. I still cannot build on my allies' territory. Can I actually ask you for that? No. Sadly not. Alright. We'll have to do without that then. Go. One landing ship complete. Let's throw 4 army divisions in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second landing ship complete. Combat engineers. Because I'm thinking that once we start landing those forces, everybody is going to get very annoyed with me. You are ready to go. You are not.
Production complete.
A carrier's 13 minutes of investment. It can definitely be useful, but I'm not too sure I can rearm them in time. Let's go with one more attack sub and then start building SSGNs. You got 2 out of 4. Let's get an AA gun sight and a shortwave radar vehicle. Another landing ship. Army division in there. Yep, you're full.
Research complete.
Okay, we got the SSGNs. Excellent. Cruise missile submarines. Of course, they do need to surface, but we can make that work. Any hostile contacts? None as of now. Alright, the fleet. Set a course for Cuba. Clear the route. I gotta auto-deploy my SAM sites. Fine. The KGB is saying the CIA is launching a spy plane over the Atlantic. They won't be able to hide from them so easily now. If our radars are good enough, we can shoot them down with SAMs. Over the Atlantic? How do you figure that? Ah, the Scorpion incident here. Boom. Sorry. My Soviet subs beat your American subs. They will listen to the sound of our silence. And we're gonna position our subs off the coast and listen to their rock and roll. Alright. That's bad enough Sean Connery impressions. I need one more unit on here. Let's go with an AA gun. SSGN ready for deployment. Let's go. We got really early cruise missiles on here, as well as ship-to-ship missiles. But it's something. The only thing is, these ships are largely unescorted. If not entirely unescorted. So I've got to try and keep them safe using the subs. Otherwise, I might not have them arrive intact. Oh, hello. Randolph. Focus on the carrier first. High value target. Join the fight. One down. Eliminate the Boston and the Fiske. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That was a bit too aggressive, dude. Okay, research complete. We've improved our warships. Now let's go with basic SSBNs, because improved submarines is going to take way too long. The thing is with SSBNs, I don't think I'm going to need boomers. I like the SSGNs, because they give me the capability of hitting land targets, but this is a bit much. This is going to take way, way, way too long. I don't have that all the time. I have 22 minutes, so let's make it something that's actually useful. Domestic tech. Improved machine tools. Passively produces production speed. Another SSGN out there. Let's go. Look at this magic blob of ships. We got another attack sub out there. Move the perimeter up. What else am I going to need? More SSGNs? How about some resupply ships so I can start healing everybody up locally? Let's go. Forward. Two landing ships moving. Sorry, 3 landing ships and an SSGN moving out. There's a second and the third SSGN. Fourth is coming off the slipway soon. What? Where? Here. Okay. Curious. Didn't catch that. Hello. Hunt down their attack submarine first. I'm not sure if my torpedoes are good enough. Oh, there's the Essex. That's the naval group we need to defeat. Decent hit on the Owens. There's the Hawkins. There's their attack sub. I'm not sure if they've improved their sonars yet. I'm thinking they might not have. And that's why I'm able to get my shots off before they're able to shoot back. Lost it. The hell? Where'd you go? There you are. Okay, carrier destroyed. Sorry, destroyer destroyed. The Owens is coming as a sacrificial lamb, I think. Yeah. He's reconsidering his life choices right about now. Unfortunately, not in time. There's another destroyer, the Cone. Don't get too close, because it can and will hurt you. The US declared war on Cuba. They're attacking the island. We need to intervene. I'm trying to. The good news is, if I have my subs in position in time, they won't be able to land forces. Can I deploy things around here? No, I cannot. Shit, so I need to send all my ships there as quickly as possible. Alright, lovely. Kill the Essex, please. You two are going to move here. I don't mind them attacking the island. I just mind them landing forces on the island. Where? Here. Okay. Get the Essex. Nice. That's a bonus objective. The carrier group in the Caribbean has been sunk. That should take a lot of pressure off of the operation and make the Cubans feel safer. Good. They did somehow get a submarine. I'm a little concerned about the fact that I cannot see their submarines anymore. I'm not sure if they decided to go with their own sub-tech, because that would be annoying. Push the fleet to Cuba now. Ooh, they got a big navy there. Bunch of cruisers. Let's go. We got plenty of targets to hunt here. There's an attack submarine. Boom. Go get the cruiser. I'm not sure about their level of tech yet, so the sooner I can eliminate these, the better I feel. There's another attack submarine behind them. Engage the attack sub first. It's not like that cruiser will really have a whole lot of opportunity to deal damage to me, but it's more so that I'm concerned about the longer range capabilities of those ships, and moreover their ability to sink a landing ship.
Research complete.
Okay, that's the production speed increase. This is not that useful. It improves survivability against ESM. No. EMP. All these abbreviations. I don't need jammers. Spy satellites are nice to have, but require a lot of maintenance. Early command line of sight. Air to ground. These submarines are proving to be a fantastic investment. Get rid of that cruiser. That thing has no way to stop me. Gone. Another DD coming in. Not a chance, dude. Let's go. I'm still seeing a lot of strategic bombers, but nothing else. That's good. Formation's almost there. Another resupply ship in there. Eventually. As for the other attack submarines, I'd love to just deploy them around Cuba. Would make my life so much easier. Let's set up a patrol route here. This way these guys are going to just patrol the northern edge of Cuba. And anything and everything that they find is going to get torpedoed. Such as this destroyer. Just don't do it on the move, silly. Because you will run yourself into the range that the destroyer will be able to kill you at. Cruiser. Destroyer. Oh, he's going to shoot back at me. I got too close there. Come on. DD's dead. Let's get the cruiser. Come again. Ship sunk. Oh, crap. USS Shangri-La. And they're engaging my landing ships. I need the landing ships out of here. I need the cruisers to push in. Come on, gentlemen. Sub sunk. Yeah, that was the B4 that they sunk. Okay. There's the carrier. Get the landing ships south. We're almost there. Position yourself here. 2 more attack submarines deploy. I doubt they'll get there in time. 8 minutes left. It's gonna be pretty close. There's a DD coming in. Some long-range gunfire. There you go. Well done. Another attack sub going here. Oh, crap. The SSGNs are a little later than I'd hoped. There's a cruiser, the Canberra. So far, it looks like this army is the only holdout. So if the US wants to invade, this is when I'm extremely vulnerable. I need the B-130 to just torpedo anything that has the opportunity to even get close enough. And we're going to shoot down every strategic bomber we can see. Landing ships, deploy. Right there. Yeah, they're losing a lot of strategic bombers now. Okay, research complete. We have 6 minutes left. Let's make it count. Anything I can build in 6 minutes, research-wise. Helos. Naval helicopter can be useful. Air-to-ground or air-to-air. It's 10 minutes. Smart weapons. Early infrared. I'm going to push my science. It's going to take me 3 minutes. Okay, Army Divisions northwest. AA gun site northwest. Drop off, people. Landing ships. Come on. Oh, you're empty. But you're not. Come on. The Americans are sending forces to invade Cuba. Well, they're about to run into everything I have. Okay, so now I should be able to use the combat engineers to deploy the ballistic missile site. I'm sure they'll love me for that. We're going to throw a SAM site down as well. Other combat engineers. Alliance-wide radar sharing. I think that would be a fantastic idea. Yes. Okay, deploy the ballistic missile site. Deploy the radar site. Got 5 minutes left. Deploy the FOB. Where's the rest of the engineer team? You're empty. I'm gonna just detach you. Go away. That's a coastal missile battery and a combat engineers team. Just deploy everything. I wonder what they're going to send to invade the island. Oh, they just took out the... No, they didn't take out the sub. Not yet. 4 minutes 45. Coastal missile battery in position. This is definitely going to help. You, drop off now. Combat engineers, deploy ballistic missile site. Deploy this. Radar site. And deploy the FOB while you're at it.
Ship sunk.
Where? Oh, crap, they're engaging the landing ships which were trailing. Yeah, they're dead.
Ship sunk.
That cruiser's a problem. This landing ship's empty, so I don't mind it that much. Let's get you deployed. Hunt. This attack submarine is on the verge of death. I think I have the required items on their locations.
Submarine
More so, even. Subsunk.
research
Yeah, here.
complete.
Another FOB. Was that a sub or a landing ship? That's a cruiser. And a destroyer. Let's get you healed up. Yep, submarine. By the looks of it, I can engage it slightly before they engage me. Yeah, that got the landing, or the resupplier though. Anything else landing here? Yeah. More coastal batteries. Combat engineers, more ballistic missile sites. The Americans are gonna love this. SAM site. 1 minute left.
Submarine sunk.
Where precisely? Here. These SGNs have, I think, the same torpedoes. 243 and 120. .271 and 120. Oh. So your torpedo range is less. That can be a problem. Because that means I have a slightly worse time at defeating those incoming ships. Yeah, that won't work. I got some research in, that's fine. Okay, all objectives complete. How about that? All done. Ta-da! 6 mission objectives all done. Prevent the US ever landing armies. Have all missile launchers in place. Job done. So, that's the Cuban Missile, well, not crisis, really. Because we actually managed to get all the stuff deployed onto the island. We got everything done. And on to the next one. Thank you for watching this one. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for the next.